ऐसे हम लोगों को क्या करना है, कंप्लीट करना है टेबल. तो हियर वी हैव टू राइट डाउन द नेम, इट्स यूज, एंड here the name of the non-metals. So here is non-metal sulfur. Okay, so sulfur is used to make the medicines. Okay, phosphorus, it is used to make the explosive material. Carbon is used to make the graphite rod, which is used in the electrochemical cell. So in this way we have to complete this table. Understood? Can you recall, while studying the chemical properties of the metals, it is found that gold and silver do not react readily. So here is when we was learning the properties of the metal, that time we have studied the gold, silver and platinum. These three metals are not generally reacting to other element at the room temperature. Okay, means they are generally stable. Okay, they are not reacting. Okay, so now next we will see the next topic, that is the noble metals. अब क्या देखना है हम लोगों को, next topic, noble metals. So what are the noble metals? So these three metals, gold, silver and platinum, are the noble metal because they do not react with the elements, other elements at room temperature or the atmospheric gases which are present in the atmosphere. That's why they are called as the noble metals. Noble metals. Some metals like gold, silver, platinum, palladium and rhodium are noble metals. They occurs in nature in elemental state. Okay, so they do not found in the compound form, they found in the elemental state, means they are found in the pure state, pure form. Gold, which is 100% pure, is called 24 karat gold. Okay, the gold which is 100% pure is called as the 24 karat gold. Pure gold is a soft. As a result, the ornaments made from the pure gold bend or break due to pressure. Okay, so gold that is 24% pure is very soft, and if the ornaments are made, they are soft and they can easily bend, they can easily, okay, break. So that's why that golds are alloyed with the other metal to make it hard. इसलिए क्या है, गोल्ड को एलॉइंग करते उसको हार्ड बनाने के लिए, because if the ornaments are made only using the pure gold, that will bend or break. Therefore, goldsmith mix it with certain proportion of copper or silver. So in the gold, what are added? Copper or silver to make it hard. Ornaments are made from 22 karat gold or gold with still smaller carat value. So generally, the ornament that we wear are made up of 22 carat. Uses of the noble metals. Gold, silver and platinum are used to prepare ornaments. Okay, so to make the ornaments, these three metals are used. Silver used in the medicines, it has the antibacterial property. Now silver used in the medicines, okay, and silver foils are used in the some food materials like sweets. Gold and silver also used to make the medals. Okay, we always hear about the gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. So here gold and silver metals are used to make these medals. Gold and silver also used to make a few electronic devices. Okay, so here some devices contain the some parts which are made up of the gold and silver. Platinum, palladium metals are used as catalyst. Platinum and palladium metals are used as catalyst. So what is the catalyst? Catalysts are the substance which added to the reactant during the chemical reaction. They do not take part in the chemical reaction, but by their presence only the rate of reaction increases. Such type of the substances are called as the catalyst. So here platinum and palladium are used as catalyst. Purity of gold. We ask rate of the gold in the gold shop. It always refer. Why is it? Gold is a noble metal. In nature, it occurs in element form. 100% pure gold is 24 carat. Pure gold is the soft. Therefore, gold ornaments prepared by the pure gold may break or bend due to pressure. Hence, goldsmith add a specific amount of the copper or silver in pure gold. To prepare the ornament, 22 carat gold is used. Now see, the carats are given and the purity is given in the percentage. 24 carat gold, yes, it is 100% pure. 22 carat gold, 91.66%. 18 carat, 75%. 14 carat, 58.33. 12, 50, and 10 carat, 41.66. Corrosion. Now yes, we have to learn now corrosion. What is the corrosion? So slow process of decay and decomposition of the metals is called corrosion. Okay, so here what happens in the corrosion? In corrosion, there is a loss of the upper layers of the metals. Okay, because of formation of the salts or other compounds when they come to in contact with the atmospheric gases. For example, when silver articles, ornaments come in contact with the hydrogen sulfide, they form the silver sulfide, that is black in color, and to shine again, that silver ornaments are washed or polished, and because of washing and polishing there is a loss of the upper layer of the silver. Iron react with the oxygen, form the iron oxide, and this iron oxide is called as the rust, and that rust separate from the that object which is made up of the iron, and because of this there is a loss of the upper surface of the iron. Similarly, other metals also lost the upper layers because they form the compounds of that metals. For example, the copper and brass articles, they react with the atmospheric carbon dioxide and form the copper carbonate, and when these are rinsed with sour substances like tamarind, there is a loss of the upper surface. So this all are nothing but the corrosion of metals, and because of the corrosion there is a loss in the mass of the weight, and therefore there is a economical loss. Gases in air react with the metals in presence of the moisture to form metal compound. The metal get affected by this process and undergo what is called corrosion. Do you know? There is a Statue of Liberty in the sea near New York City in America. The original surface of their statues was made up of copper, but now it looks green. So what happened here? Yes, there is a statue called Statue of Liberty and situated in America near the sea. Now it is made up of copper. Now you know that yes, the color of the copper, it is yes reddish color. Now it looking green. अब कैसा दिखाई दे रहा है? Green. So what is the reason? that copper get corroded because of reaction of the copper with the carbon dioxide, and because of this its color change into the green. This is because green colored copper carbonate has been formed by a reaction of copper with carbon dioxide and moisture in the air. This is example of the corrosion. So now here this Statue of Liberty is corroded because of the reaction of the this copper with the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. Make a list and discuss. Prepare a list of the examples of corrosion in your life. Now you have to make the list of the examples of the corrosion in your everyday life. A reddish color deposit is formed on the iron by reaction with oxygen gas. Which color? Reddish color deposit formed on which type of the surfaces, which type of the metals? Iron metals. A greenish colored deposit is formed on the copper by reaction with the carbon dioxide. Blackish colored deposit is formed on the silver by reaction with the hydrogen sulfide gas. To prevent the corrosion of metals, layer of oil, grease, varnish, paints are applied on them. So to prevent the corrosion, what are applied on the surface of the metals? Oil, grease, varnish and paints. Also plating with another non-corroding metal is also done. Now yes, some metals are electroplated, means there is a plating of the least reactive metals on the more reactive metal surface. Iron is arrested by zinc plating. Iron is arrested by zinc plating. So to prevent the rusting of iron, the zinc plating is done on the iron objects. Due to this process, the contact of the metal surface with air is lost and corrosion cannot occurs as a chemical reactions cannot occur. So when the electroplating on iron is done, because of this that iron surface do not come in contact with the iron surface, and hence the reactions is stopped and iron object is prevented from corrosion. Alloy. A homogeneous mixture of the two or more metals. A homogeneous mixture of two or more metals, or a homogeneous mixture of metal with non-metal is called alloy. Now what is the alloy? It is homogeneous mixture. In homogeneous mixture there is a single phase. Means whatever things we are adding or taking, they look same. वो कैसे दिखाई देते हैं? सेम दिखाई देते हैं. देयर इज नो डिफरेंट लेयर्स. वहां पे कोई डिफरेंट लेयर्स दिखाई नहीं देता. तो एलॉय इज ऑल्सो ये होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर. एंड व्हाट इज मिक्स्ड टू मेक द एलॉय? metals. Okay, metals are mixed, और metals and non metals. तो क्या कॉम्बिनेशन होगा इसमें? मेटल और मेटल का मिक्सिंग, और मेटल एंड नॉन मेटल का भी मिक्सिंग इसमें होता है. एलॉय आर मेड अप बाय मिक्सिंग द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट ऑफ एलिमेंट इन एज पर रिक्वायरमेंट. ओके, तो एलॉय आर मेड by mixing the constituent element as per requirement. Yes, depending on the characteristic of that alloyed metals, the amount differs. For example, the stainless steel utensils used at home are made of an alloy of iron. Okay, so stainless steel are made up of iron with carbon, chromium and nickel. So yes, in stainless steel these three metals and non-metals are added. What are that three metals? Iron, chromium, nickel, and non-metal carbon is mixed. The alloy bronze is formed by the copper and tin. Okay, bronze. You have heard about the bronze medals also. Bronze medal के बारे में भी आपने सुना होगा. The athletes, okay, the participants who participate in the Olympic Games, they are given gold medal, silver medal and bronze medal. So this bronze is not a pure metal, this is an alloy, and this bronze is made up of copper and tin. Okay, and what is the brass? Brass is nothing but the alloy of the copper and zinc. ओके, उसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हम लोग? पीतल. तो क्या है ये? ऑल दीज आर द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ द एलॉय. नाउ यस, डू यू नो, क्या जानते हो आप? ये स्टडी करना है हम लोगों को. देयर इज एन आयरन पिलर इन द प्रीमाइसिस ऑफ द कुतुब मीनार इन दिल्ली. अब क्या है? ये एक लोहे का पिलर है, स्तंभ है, खंबा है, इन प्रीमाइसिस ऑफ द कुतुब मीनार इन दिल्ली. जो कुतुब मीनार का प्रीमाइसिस है, मतलब उसका जो कंपाउंड है, चारों तरफ से जो बाउंड्री है, उस प्रीमाइसिस में एक लोहे का, आयरन का क्या है? पिलर है, जो कुतुब मीनार के प्रीमाइसिस में प्रेजेंट है. और दिस इज मेड अबाउट 1005 ईयर्स एगो. और ये जो पिलर्स है वो 1500 ईयर्स पहले बनाया गया है. The pillar is lustrous even after so many years. Means yes क्या है? It is not corroded. अभी भी उस पिलर में शाइनिंग है, अभी भी उसको करोजन हुआ नहीं है. This is because our ancestors had made it from an alloy. Because this iron pillar is made up of alloy. ये किससे बना है? alloy से. And our ancestor means पूर्वज, हमारे पहले की जो पीढ़ी वाले पर्सन थे वो क्या है? हमारे ancestors है, पूर्वज है. तो उनको भी इस चीज़ का नॉलेज था. मीन्स 1500 ईयर एगो, उस टाइम भी उनको इस तरह के एलॉइंग के बारे में पता था. It contains small proportion of carbon, silicon and phosphorus mixed in iron. So this iron pillar is made up of carbon, silicon and phosphorus elements. Do you know? A cheap variety of stainless steel is made sometimes by using copper instead of the costly nickel. Okay, now yes, stainless steel contain which elements? It contains the iron, carbon, nickel and chromium. तो टू मेक चीप वैरायटी, चीप मतलब क्या है? सस्ता. तो सस्ती वैरायटी के स्टेनलेस स्टील बनाने के लिए जो निकल जो क्या है, ये मेटल जो क्या कॉस्टली होता है, उसकी प्लेस पे कॉपर मेटल का इस्तेमाल होता है. You might have seen the vertical cracks in the stainless steel vessel. This is the reason is above. Okay, so yes, sometimes we see there is a crack in the utensils made up of stainless steel. So what is the reason? The reason is that in such type of the steels, instead of the nickel, the copper is used. Okay, discuss. You might be knowing scrap dealer. What do they do with the scrap? Why is this needed? Now scrap dealer. Okay, तो क्या करता है इसके scrap dealer? Scrap dealer collects the old, broken metal sheets, utensils, etc. and they collect and send to the factories. In factory they are melted and from them the new articles, objects are made. And if we collect these scraps, so there will be less burden to obtain the new metals from the earth. And when these objects are made from the old metals, then the cost of the that object will be cheaper and it can be affordable. Okay, and this will not pollute the environment. So in this way, collecting all these things helps in preventing the pollutions. Okay, understood? Now yes student, unmute yourself and ask the question if you have any doubts. अगर किसी को कुछ डाउट्स है तो आप पूछ सकते हो. Yes student, is anybody having any doubts? Yes, say yes or no. Is anybody having any doubts? Yes student, yes, this lesson is now explained completely. I will send the question answers. You have to note down in your notebook. And if you have any doubt, yes, you having the 2 minutes. You can ask your doubts, clear your doubts. Okay, student. Okay, now yes, you not asking anything. Now I am ending the meeting.